Yeah, yeah, good evening. In the part one, I I did the sketch of the briefcase, and I said it's gonna be 15 by, I don't know if it is 12 or 11, but um I I want it to be 16 by 12. 16 by 12 by 4. So that is the changes I made. So this part of the video, we will talk about making a pattern or a template. I mean, you to do leather craft is what you will need. Is what you're gonna need. You have to get. You must have a template. If not, you will be. If not, you will be wasting a lot of leather. You're wasting a lot of leather, and your products will not be balanced. Your products will not be balanced. Uh, Take for instance, if you take a look at this product, is balanced, and this right here, balanced. You know, it's not like that, or sometimes you find bags that, when resting on the on the table, all four corners don't rest on a platform. Sometimes one edge is up, so you will need a template, and your template must be squared. If it is not squared, you will still have the problem of unbalanced products. So, without talking much, let's get to it, and I will explain to you what I mean. So, our briefcase is going to be 12, 16 by 12. So I do two lines. That is a square right there, but we're not gonna use that. We're not gonna use that, and I'll tell you why. Because if you follow uh, your sketch, or if you follow your square and rule your lines, that and that, and you do this and this, uh, when cutting, you might make errors. So we'll get to that. So we need there. So we are doing 16 by 12 on this side. I'm going to do 17 here. I'm going to do 13. Well, let's do 13 and a half here. We can even do 18, just to be safe. Increase that a little. What should I use? I'm going to use my Japanese knife and cut that out. That's the first piece. So let me okay, so we will make, I forgot to talk about the flap, the length of the flap, how far it will go from the top, and down to the front. So let's make that 5 inches from the top to the bottom of the flap up front. Let's make it 5 inches. So bear in mind the height of the bag is 12 and the width is 4. So the back of the bag will be 12 plus 4 plus 5. So that is going to be 19. So we will do that, and I will do it off camera, and I'll come back and talk to you some. All right, we have these 3 pieces cut out. So let's get into squaring and making our template. So we consult our diagram, 16 by 12 by 4. So we will start by making the front piece, 16 by 12. So here I have about 18.5. So I will do to center that, I will do 9.25 to center that, 9.25. Now I will use this way. I will use the rotary cutter and do some scoring. I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm scoring. Okay, this is the tricky part. We're doing 16 by 12. So this is where we have to square. Okay, so since we folded that, I've measured 8 inches. So I made sure I had about a 1/4 inch overlap this way. So I make my square from this end, this way. So I will turn around, I will turn the paper around, and also square it from this end. I'll square it from this end, since my square is 12.5, so I'll take off 1/2 inch. There. So when I put this flat, I have 16 by 12. This way, I have 12 inches by 16 inches. So this is the front of the bag. So I'm going to go ahead and do the back. That's going to carry the flap from this piece. I'll do that off camera and I'll come back. Okay, I got the front piece and the back piece cut out, and the next step would be to make sure that both pieces are exact width. Perfect. So since I have that, what I'm going to do with this third piece is to is to make the gussets, the bottom and the side. I'm going to do just two, bottom and the side, since one side will be cut twice, two pieces for right and left side, right? This side and the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do here, and I will do that off camera, and I will show you the pieces. Now, I forgot to talk about one major step. Uh, I've started doing the gussets. This is the bottom part. This is the bottom piece. So I've measured four inches. So what I'm going to do is four inches by 18 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure everything is a precise measurements. So I am going to line that up with the body of the bag. Yes, I just didn't measure 16 by 4. No, I measured 16 by 18. So I put it on the front. I put it on the template, of the front of the bag. You can either use the front or the back. It doesn't matter. So I put it on it to make sure the gusset and the body of the bag is exact, precise length. Very important. Now, that is it. So I'm going to use these to do the side. Mark you, just so we get it straight. I measured 4 inches by 18, and I placed that in one of the templates of the bag, either the front or the back, it doesn't matter. I placed that to get the exact length. Now I'm going to use this 4 inch. I am not going to measure 4 inches by 12. No, I am going to use the same piece because I want both sides of the gusset to be exact, the precise measurement. The sides and the bottom. Mark you. You have to be sure of that. If you're not sure, your product will never be balanced. So I'm going to put that I will do the same thing. Now, I'm going to cut one end, and I'll cut all the way. Perfect. I'm not putting this on the table. No, because of this irregularity here. So I want to eliminate that. I put it on the side Now I know both gussets, the side and the bottom, are exact width. So to get the height, this is the bottom. Okay, to get the height, I'm going to take the gusset again and place it on the main body template. It doesn't matter. You can do front or back. If you want a perfect square, you leave about a quarter inch from this end. So you line this part up. Use your clamp. Now I have both pieces. They are exact measurements. Exact measurements. Exact. They are the same. Okay, so I'm going to do the part that will act as the feet of the bag. This part right here. This part. I'm going to do that off camera, and I will come back and show you how it looks like. So we have done the gussets. This is the bottom part, and this is the side. This part is going to go up here. So both pieces will be like that. Both pieces will be like this. So the next step would be to give the front piece. This is what I like about crafts. You can basically use whatever you want to do what you are doing, so long as you know what you're doing. You know, what I would do is do both ends at the same time, so it is a perfect match, both ends. There, I will use my sander and smoothing this part out. Okay, so that part is going to be like that. So our next step will be to get the top of the bag. So I will do that by putting these two together, and to a line. Right there. So I know the top of the bag is 4 inches. The top of our briefcase, sorry, the top of our briefcase is 4 inches. So +12 +4 +4. I will think there's a slight error here. Actually, I didn't want this front to be just 4 inches. I don't know how I made that error, but I will fix that. I will fix that. I needed that to be at least 6 inches. So I will go off camera, fix that, and we'll go from there. Okay, I went ahead and fixed that, increased that by 2 inches, and so this is the top of the bag. So the next step I will be doing is to determine where the straps will go, the buckle straps. Mark you, the buckle straps will go all around. It will go all around the bag. The buckle straps will go all around the bag. So I'm going to determine that, and how I will put the rings to carry the straps. How I'll put that, I will do that at this stage. I will determine that at this stage. So basically we have the back and the flap, we have the gussets, and we have the front of the bag. And it depends on how you want to design the inside of the bag in terms of functionality. You know, how many pockets you want. In this case, I'm going to do one pocket in the back of the bag that is going to run from side to side. That pocket is going to run from side to side. It will be in the back. It will not be up to 12 inches. It will be about 11 inches. It will run from side to side. And also on top of that pocket, I'm going to put another pocket for pens, and another pocket for cell phones. And the bag is also going to have a key fob. So that is what I'm going to do. I will do the rest of that off camera, and the next stage will be cutting out our pieces and dyeing. All right, see you then. Thank you. Yes, welcome back. While trying to figure out, which design I'm going to use, I have two options here. Either I do the belts all around, or I do these handle keepers, one here, handle keepers, one here and one there, and up front I use these, three of them, for the buckles. So whichever way that I, whichever design that I, decide to use, that's what it's gonna be. Is that is the good sides about designing. If you know what you are doing, you can always make adjustments, to suit your needs, how you want the final product to look like. Okay, so right now I will stop right here. This is the pattern for the handle. This is the pattern for the strap pad, and I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with cutting of the leather. That will be on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, subscribe.